Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your new monthly tarot reading for this new month. Without further ado, let's jump right into your dominant energy. So let's see, you are starting with the dominant energy for this new month of the the number 17 here, and it says here hope. So you could, if you know about numerology, the number 17 for you might represent something. You don't have to know about numerology. The number 17 is also having to do with this particular month. On the 17th, something very important is going to happen. Okay, so keep that in mind. Take a note, the 17th. There is some kind of hope there on the 17th. Surrounding the energies of the 17th of this month, there is hope, there is renewal energy, there is cleansing energy, and there is also the energy here of you being enlightened. It's also healing energy. Now, also the number 17 is equal to the number 8. So it's money also. For some of you guys, this has to do with money. Okay. As you can see there, it's hope. I know it's in the reverse here, but hope there it says, and there is a woman who is opening up her hands, and there's a light that is kind of showing her the path forward. Inside that light, I don't know if you could see, if you see closely, there's an image of a silhouette. It's like the image of a person. Okay, so it could be that there is hope for a relationship, hope for healing, hope for whether it's healing your physical body or somebody else's. Okay, because in this image, even though it looks like it's just one person, it's really two. Okay, it could also be you and you, like you and the new version of you that is now healing. Okay, so again, there is hope there. This is related to Aquarius energy for some. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, it doesn't have to be. But like I said, the number 8 is equal to money, abundance coming in. The number 17 also, if that is significant in your life. If you see the number 888, 808, or just 8 on the clock, then just know. Have hope, keep the faith, keep the hope, because something good is about to come towards you, and it's going to heal you. It's going to heal your energy. Remember that this reading can be related to your love life, your career. It could be family related, professional life. Okay, it could be any area of your life. It could be family members, co-workers, bosses, whatever area of your life this is pertaining to, because it is a general reading, so take it as it resonates, okay? Take whatever resonates from the reading and leave what doesn't. So any area of your life here. Okay, let me know in the comments below what that is all about. Okay, hope. Let's see. I'm loving this already because there is hope here in the month, this new month. There is going to be hope all around. If you've been feeling rather like disappointed, like, oh my God, the situation has no more hope. There's no hope to heal this. There's no hope for the future. There's no hope in your career, in your finances. There's no hope. And so this is going to bring in the energy of renewal, the energy of healing, the energy of this beautiful bright light. Okay, and again, this can be representing either a star, like either you are being around celebrities, you being around celebrities in the entertainment industry, creators, creativity. This can also be representing your own stardom, the fact that you were born to be a star and you have to continue having hope. Okay, if this is also for a relationship or a career situation, this can also be pertaining to something here that is meant to, kind of grow. It has potential to grow. It has potential to heal. For others, if you are working on a project, on an idea, on a product that you want to put out there into the world, then you have that stardom. It can be very successful, right? For others of you, this is all related to perhaps you wanting to put yourself out there, but you're not believing in yourself. You're losing hope, like, oh, well, maybe you are kind of feeling a little bit down on yourself and like, oh no, this idea doesn't have hope anymore. Will I make it? What about the competition? This is all about believing in yourself, right? Having faith, having hope that your product, your idea, if you want to put yourself out there in the world, you have that stardom quality. Okay, this has the quality there of your idea really making a positive difference difference for the world, whether you're an artist, a creator, whether you are working on a project, you know, and you want to put it out there. It has that energy of potential, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to have hope. You have to have faith that it's going to work out for you. Because if this is you wanting to put yourself out there, and you can enlighten people. You can bring in some kind of energy of enlightenment, of guidance, you know, of healing energy. Your message can heal people around you. So don't lose hope. Have hope. If this is for a relationship, maybe you're losing hope, you know, that this is going to be healed. And the healing is there. You're going to heal from some kind of situation right now, perhaps that you're going through. Maybe right now you're not feeling really all that great because you're going through something. But again, have hope. The healing is definitely there for you. Let me know in the comments below what this is all related to, how this is all pertaining to you and your situation. And again, with the number 8 there, the number 8 represents abundance, success, money coming in for you guys, that kind of vibe, okay? But let's go ahead and now tune into the tarot. So I will be using the Rider-Waite Tarot, and I will be taking a look at your past, present, and future positions. Also, who and what is coming towards you, what is in your opportunity. I will also be taking a look at your challenge position and how to overcome that challenge. Now, let me know in the comments below how this reading all resonates with you. Okay, what this is all pertaining to. I had it in the reverse. What this is all pertaining to regarding you and your situation. Okay, and also let me know, do you enjoy these readings? Are you finding them helpful? Because I had mentioned to a lot of my subscribers, my followers already a few days ago, okay? And for those of you guys who have already heard this message, thank you so much for your patience. I need to also let the newcomers know about what I was going through, okay? So that they are also aware of it. So I'm going to take a little bit of time here from your reading, but I promise you I'm going to give you a full length reading as well, okay? So like I was saying, I had been feeling a little bit disappointed a few days ago, kind of discouraged rather. You know, I wasn't sure if you guys were enjoying my readings, if you were finding them helpful, because I had seen a significant drop in views, in likes, in subscribes, in your comments. So I encourage you, if you do enjoy these readings, if you do find them helpful, support the channel by commenting down below, letting me know if these readings resonate with you, how, you know, this is all pertaining to you and your situation, whatever it is that you're going through right now. And also, you know, subscribing, right? A lot of people have told me that YouTube has unsubscribed them from my channel involuntarily without their even consent. They didn't even know this was happening. So I'm glad that I brought it out there, you know, this message, put it out there, because if YouTube has been unsubscribing my viewers, then that is part of the reason why there has been a significant drop in views. So again, thank you all so much for support, for liking, subscribing, sharing, okay, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. Remember, when you subscribe and you hit that notification bell, make sure that you hit all, okay? When you hit all, that will notify you for all the videos that I put out there. Because if you hit subscribe and the notification bell, but you don't hit all, then that's the reason why you're not seeing, you know, the notification. So again, thank you so much for your support, okay, for your encouragement, for your comments, likes, subscribes, shares, all that good stuff. You have been helping me a lot. You have been encouraging me to stay here on YouTube. And now let's dive into your reading. I'm sorry I took away some time, okay, but I promise it's a full-length reading. All right, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius. I see here also the sign of Leo, Aries. Does not have to be, could be any other sign of the zodiac. Whatever sign it is that you're dealing with, you have here at the bottom of the deck the 7 of Cups. So with the 7 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, look at that. You have options. Right now, you might be going through an energy where you feel like you're going through the darkness, right? And if you feel that way, the reason why right now you're not seeing that you have options is because you might be feeling like, okay, well, I'm waiting for the light to be shed at the end of the tunnel. Well, that light will be shed very soon during this month, okay? You're going to see the light being shed at the end of the tunnel. Keep the hope. Keep the faith, because you're almost there, okay? What the 7 of Cups is saying is that if right now you're feeling like you have no other option but to stay where you are, you have no other option but to feel the way that you feel, you have no other option, right? Like, oh, well, I have no other option. I guess this is what it is. No, you're going to have options. Options are going to be all around you. In fact, you're going to have so many. Look at that, man. You're going to have so many options that you're going to be a little bit, kind of like overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, now which one do I choose? Which way do I go? Wow, look at all these opportunities. Look at everything that the universe is putting on offer for you. Finances, love, okay, career potentials, friendships, right? Projects. A lot of offers here. So again, if you've been feeling like you're not sure, if anything is going to improve in your life, it's going to improve significantly. You're going to be getting a lot more options, a lot of offers. For another group of you guys, it could be that you are dealing with a situation with a person where you kind of feel like it's hopeless. You feel like, oh my God, well, there's no hope here, right? Because this person is keeping their options open. That is for only a small group of you guys. But let me know in the comments below how this reading resonates with you. Now, in your challenge position, you have here the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Wands. So in your challenge position, I do see here that there's this energy of, you feeling like all the work that you've been putting into the situation, all the effort, whether it's a project, a career, a family member, a friend, whatever area of your life this is, you feel like you're not getting the results that you want. Okay, remember, this can be for any area of your life. So for example, if in this position you're like, okay, well, in that position that's related to my love life, in this other position that's related to my career, in this other position that's related to my family life, or this entire reading could just be one or two or three or whatever areas of your life. You take it as a resonates because it is a general reading. So take whatever resonates from the reading and leave what does not. Could also be you towards somebody, somebody here towards you. So if you feel the need to reverse the roles, then go ahead and do so. But as I was saying, I hear, with the Wheel of Fortune, you feel like nothing is happening for you. You feel like you have bad luck. You feel like, things are not moving forward. You feel stuck. You feel like everything that you do doesn't have, nothing moves forward, right? And that is the indication where you might find it challenging. Okay, you might find it challenging because you feel like all your work and effort is not, bearing fruit in a sense. But that's not what's happening. What's happening here is that the universe is saying, okay, right now is not the right timing for me to deliver you these blessings. I'm holding on to them for you. I'm taking care of them for you, the universe is saying. But have faith. It's like you're being tested right now. It's like your faith is being tested. Pass the test. You can pass the test by keeping the faith alive, right? By saying, okay, you know what? Maybe it's not happening now because it's not supposed to, right? There's something off with the timing. Something is off with the timing. This is not, the issue is not, you're not worthy of receiving these blessings, this love, this money, these opportunities. That's not the issue, okay? The issue here is, okay, let's wait for the right timing, right? It's a timing type of situation. It's a timing issue, right? Right now, there may be experiences that you still have to, that they have to go through in order to gain more clarity, in order to gain more knowledge, in order to gain a new perspective, so that when the universe says, okay, now you passed the test, you went through that experience and now you grew as a person, now I'm able to, release these blessings to you because now you're going to be more aware. You're going to be able to see them for what they really are, right? Maybe right now you're under circumstances where you're around people, situations that the universe is trying to protect you from. A lot of times the universe won't give you these blessings right now because, the universe knows better than we all do, right? The universe knows the perfect timing. Right now you might be saying, well, right now is a perfect timing. Well, you can't decide that. The universe, God, source energy, your spirit guides, your angels, they know when the right timing is. Right now you might be dealing with a situation, whether it's at work, with your family related matters, or with something internal that you still need to resolve before the universe says, okay, I'm going to release these blessings out to you so that you're able to appreciate them, so that people around you won't bring you down, so the people around you won't be jealous of you, right? That kind of vibe. And I do see here that, yeah, it's that energy of the Eight of Wands in your challenge position where you feel like nothing is moving forward. You feel like there's the lines of communication that, there might be miscommunication happening right now. There might be no communication, no movement forward, that kind of vibe. And so that's going to be part of the challenge. Part of the challenge is, do you have it in you to continue with the faith, right? To continue to have faith, even though the energies on the outside are not picture perfect. I see here that part of the challenge also is regarding some kind of triggering energy, right? Right now, you might feel a lack of determination, a lack of motivation, a lack of inspiration. Like, oh no, well, I'm just going to give up on this. You know, you don't have the determination, you don't have the inspiration to do anything anymore, to do this, to do that, because you might be stuck in that energy of, well, this is not going to work anyway, so why even try, right? And that's where the universe is testing you. You have to still keep trying, you have to still keep going, even though people around you, the situation around you may not look picture perfect, right? It's tap into your determination. You have to be determined to go after what you want, to get what you want, right? Instead of giving up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on the situation, because it has hope. It has hope. It's right here for you. It's your dominant energy, whether it's in a relationship, in a career, in a healing situation, right? Whether it's money related matters, family related matters, whatever this is, there is hope there. For some, you could be dealing with a challenging personality type who gets triggered very easily, or this person may have gotten triggered recently. Somebody here may have gotten triggered, will be triggered during this entire month. Okay, remember, these readings here, since they're for one entire month, you're going to have to look back. Okay, like each and every week, because a lot of people watch these readings at the beginning of the month and they're like, oh, well, that's not happening in my life. Yeah, well, guess what? It's for the entire month, right? Some of you guys might not be resonating so directly with it right now, but you have to allow the energies to, to kind of like continue expanding throughout each day. So I see here that either somebody will get triggered, has been triggered energy here, because somebody here has been holding on to a lot of pent-up emotions, a lot of pent-up thoughts that they're not releasing. They're not expressing. Whether this is you or somebody around you, either you will get triggered, have been triggered, okay? And there's an energy here where somebody might lash out and say, like, oh my God, like, what happened? Why did this person just, lash out at me? Or, you might be doing this with somebody. That's because somebody here has been holding on to a lot of pent-up emotions, and you need to learn how to release them in the moment rather than just holding on, and then being judged by people around you. Oh, you're very passive aggressive. My God, you're so passive aggressive. You need to work on your behavior. It's not that you have behavioral issues. It's just that you have processing issues. You need to learn how to process information. And part of processing information is learning how and when to release it, communicate it in the moment, rather than just holding on until you explode, right? And that's part of the challenge here, learning how to do that, okay? Or learning how to deal with a personality type who does this, right? Who maybe they hold on to so much, thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and all of a sudden they just kind of like lash out at you, right? So there's that energy there of creating balance and tapping back into your determination, your motivation, and not losing faith. Let me know in the comments below which area of your life this is pertaining to, how this reading all resonates with you, and what is going on. I love to read all of your comments, all of your stories. Believe me, I literally sit on my couch, okay, in the evening, and I scroll through, and I just love reading all your comments, okay? I try to get back to as many as I can. Now here also in the recent past, you have here the Page of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. So in the recent past, I see here that somebody made an offer, whether you made an offer to somebody here made an offer towards you. There could have been some kind of energy where it was a job offer, a career offer. It could have been an opportunity here to make more money. For others of you guys, this offer could have been a project, that kind of vibe. And for others, it could have been a relationship, some kind of a romantic feelings, that were here expressed in the recent past. For another group of you guys, it could have been an apology. Somebody here who came in to apologize, who wanted to fix things. But I'm seeing that whether it was a job, career offer, love offer, whatever this is, or some kind of romantic feelings here being expressed, whether from your part or somebody else's, I feel that this was the beginning stages of something still. It's like this had not yet developed, whether it was a beginning of a career, the beginning stages of you learning how to process that information, whether it was the beginning stages of a love bond, right? I see it was still in its infancy, right? Whether it's a relationship, career, family dynamic, whatever this was, okay? It was still in its infancy. it was still needing to grow and develop. It could have been also an immature kind of person who, yes, they had feelings for you, but it was still kind of like immature. You know, it was like, it was still not fully developed. It could have been also your feelings towards something or somebody, or an idea that you had, you know, your inclination towards an idea, but it was still kind of like, you know, oh, let me brainstorm this a little bit more, right? Let me find out more about the situation. So somebody here was very undecided, you know, about this situation, about this person, or about this decision. It could have been an offer here. Somebody here in the recent past, for a group of you guys only, could have been dealing with two people, right? Trying to make a decision with regards to which to choose, which way to go. Somebody here didn't really know how to handle a situation. For some of you guys, you became very overwhelmed in this situation where you were trying to balance out different people, different energies, your own, including, right? You may have been spreading yourself too thinly to where you kind of, you know, ended up burning yourself out. I see here that you ended up taking a break. If this was a relationship, I see here that you were unsure whether to stay, whether to go, right? You were kind of like undecided, but you ended up taking a step back to take a break. For some of you guys, you needed to heal because this affected you physically. If it affected you physically, I see that somebody here had to take a step back in order to heal, to rest, to recover, and to really kind of find clarity, okay, in this situation. Let me know in the comments below what that was all about, which area of your life is that pertaining to. With the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups right now in your present energies, I see here that right now you're standing very firmly in the Queen of Swords energy. You've learned a lot of lessons. Right now, you're not wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're not going towards people, situations, you know, with an open heart. You're kind of like getting yourself involved into projects, work, people around your environment, work related, family related, love related, whatever this is, okay, with your mind. It's like you're being smart about it. You're being more logical, more practical. You're not opening up your heart to this situation. However, I do see you putting in the work and the effort. You're putting in the work and you're putting in the effort, okay? And I do see here that there's a beautiful, loving union. I see here that because you've been smarter about it this time, okay, whether it's a job, career, whatever this is, you're building this beautiful family dynamic. Whether it's in a career, it could be the fact that you feel like, okay, I'm around this group of people, your boss, your coworkers, and you guys are all kind of feeling aligned with each other. Like you feel heard, you feel like appreciated, right? The beautiful community bond, family bond. If this is a love relationship or family dynamic, you feel loved, you feel cared for, you feel like there's a beautiful, you know, family kind of union there. Everybody getting along, the happy family, happy home. And I feel here that you have been putting in the work and the effort in order to create this beautiful bond, okay? But I do see that there's a part of you still that hasn't really opened up, like your heart still. Like you're still kind of like, you know, feeling like you need to protect yourself, okay? Now here with this Queen of Swords, if you see there, if you literally come across the Queen of Swords here, like imagine yourself walking towards her. The first thing that you will see is not her face. It's going to be that sword. Right? So that means that perhaps right now you're a little bit kind of like, you know, in defensive mode, like you're being a little bit defensive, but that's because of what you've been through, right? You've been through a lot. And so you feel like, okay, now I need to take care of myself, right? Now I have to look out for myself because of something here that you're needing to heal. Now we're going to see what this all represents when we clarify, but let's go ahead and look at your near future. So in the near future, I see here the Two of Cups, the Emperor, and the Strength. This could be also related to an Aries or a Leo. It doesn't have to be whatever sign this is. A beautiful union being created in the near future. You're either going to attract your soulmate, a soulmate union, a soulmate connection, or you already know this person and it's going to finally happen in the near future. But definitely there's a soulmate union and a soulmate connection about to happen in the near future. Remember that when I say soulmate unions and soulmate connections, it's not just love or romantic related. A soulmate union and a soulmate connection can literally be anybody. It could be a family member, a friend, a coworker, an acquaintance, a new person that you meet all of a sudden, right? It could be a family member, a child. It could be literally anybody. But there's a beautiful, loving union about to happen in the near future. I feel like this personality type is in their masculine masculine energy. You know, they're very masculine in the way that they handle the situation. They might be older than you. They might be wiser than you. They're very decisive. This person is a natural protector, right? The Emperor is a protector, okay? You're going to feel loved, protected by this person. And I'm also seeing here that this is kind of like, this is pertaining also to the energy of somebody here around you that in the near future you can learn from. You can learn about their, you know, their nature. Like you can learn more so of how to handle things without getting overly emotional. Okay. For others of you guys, you are literally becoming this Emperor in the near future. You are stepping into your leadership role, your leadership position, putting yourself out there in front of the public. Okay. All eyes will be on you. And that's your leadership role, right? It's like you are the leader of this community. You are the leader of this soulmate union, soulmate connection. You are becoming the leader of your job. You might be getting a higher paying raise, a higher paying position. It could also be the fact that you want to start your own business, but I see you in a leadership role, in a leadership position. Okay. I see here that also in this dynamic of this beautiful soulmate union, soulmate connection in the near future, you and this person are very different, okay, or will be very different to each other. This could be a new person or somebody that you already know, whoever this is, but you are very different. You come from completely different worlds, completely different backgrounds, right? And so at some point, it might be difficult for you to kind of find hope of like, okay, are we going to be able to make this work, right? And you can definitely make it work, because it's kind of like, you know, you're joining forces with, literally, look at that. There's two energies here. There's a lion here who's an animal, right? An animal. And then there's a human, right? So there's differences either in your cultural background, in the way that you perceive the world, perhaps in the way that you guys handle situations, but still with this Strength card, you have the courage within you. If you tap into that courage, into that strength, you will be able to kind of exercise your gentle strength along with this person to get along. Okay. That doesn't mean to be aggressive. That means it's gentle strength, right? The Strength card doesn't mean aggressiveness. It's a balance between masculine and feminine, learning how to balance out your masculine and your feminine energies in order to make this connection grow, bloom, and blossom, right? There's that energy where you're going to have to tap into your courage and believe in yourself that this is something that can be worked out, okay? Or that can happen. Let me know in the comments below what you feel that is, okay, in the near future. Now, who and what is coming towards you? You have here the Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Wands reverse. So I see here new love. For a lot of you guys, it's literally brand new love. For others of you guys, if this is not love, this is some kind of a offer. Okay, it's a huge offer being extended to you that's going to inspire you. This offer is going to literally give you everything that you've ever wanted, right? It's an offer here where you're going to say to yourself, oh my God, now I'm finally being offered everything that makes me happy. You know, you're being offered something that makes you feel alive again. You're being offered a career, a job, a project, money, right? A relationship, a friendship that makes you feel like, wow, I can actually feel safe in this person's energy, and I'm opening up my heart, right? So there's an opportunity here being sent your way as part of your opportunity that's going to be on offer to you. Okay, it could inspire creativity. There could be the fact that maybe you've been dealing with creator's block, and this energy here, this offer is going to inspire you. It's going to invigorate you. It's going to make you feel motivated, alive again. Okay. For others of you guys, it's a friendship, or for others, it could be new love, right? New love on the horizon. Somebody here offering you new love, you meeting somebody new. This could be romantic related, career related, family, whatever this is. But it's an offer here where you're going to say, wow, the universe is finally offering me everything that I've ever wanted, right? With regards to, maybe it's like the perfect job, the perfect career, the perfect project, the perfect friendship, the perfect relationship, the perfect family dynamic, right? A lot of healing energy as well. Now with the Seven of Pentacles here alongside the Five of Wands reverse, or both in reverse, okay? I see here that there's no more waiting. Like you've been waiting for far too long, and finally everything you've ever wanted is coming in towards you. And also with the Five of Wands reverse, that means that there's no more drama. The drama is finally going to become a thing of the past, right? Because this offer is coming in, you're going to have an opportunity to finally resolve a conflict, resolve an issue, resolve a drama in your life or in your family situation, resolve a drama in your career, internal conflict as well. It could be the fact that you've been feeling internally conflicted. Oh my God, what do I do? Do I listen to my heart? Do I listen to my mind, right? Which one do I listen to? And maybe you've been creating the drama outside of you unconsciously, subconsciously, right? Because a lot of times when people have unresolved issues within, internal conflict, they subconsciously push that energy out onto the outside, creating drama all around them. And then they wonder, why does this always keep happening? My God, I finished this drama, it resolved itself, and then there's this other one that happens, and then there's this other one that happens. And that's because there's some kind of unresolved tension within you that you need to accept that it's in there and bring it out into the open and resolve it, right? In order for circumstances around you, outside of you, to resolve themselves. I see that's going to happen, okay? I see that no longer waiting. You're no longer going to be waiting for something to come in. If you've been feeling disappointed, well, I wasted my time in this person. I wasted my time, my energy, my money in this project, right? In this relationship, in this career, whatever this is. You're not going to feel that way anymore because you're literally going to be getting what I told you about earlier, your blessings, right? It's like the universe is finally going to bring in your blessings because you're passing that test. I'm loving this. Let me know in the comments below how this reading resonates with you. And remember, you have your lot on offer, the 7 of Cups. If you feel like you don't have any other choice but where you are right now, don't you worry. The universe is going to make sure that, you realize that you have more than one option, more than one offer. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. We're going to clarify hope and the 7 of Cups here as your dominant energies. All right, so you have here the Hangman reverse, the 6 of Swords, the Ace of Swords reverse, as well as the High Priestess. All right, now with the High Priestess here at the bottom of the deck, okay, this could be a Pisces for some, doesn't have to be. Okay, but I do see here that this is all about you tuning into your intuition. Some of you guys have lost yourself in a job, in a connection, in a family situation, okay, because you had to exercise a lot of your intense masculine energy. It's like you had to take action, you had to cover for yourself, you had to protect yourself, right? There's nothing wrong with being in the masculine energy, but when you are just in the masculine energy and you're not balancing it out with feminine, which is what we all need to do, okay? Then that means that, you kind of lose a part of yourself that needs you. There's like a part of you that you've let go because you thought that you didn't needed it, or you thought that, sometimes we hold resentments with those parts of us. Like, oh God, I can't be so overly sensitive, right? Why am I so overly sensitive? And you even get angry at yourself. Why are you so overly sensitive? And so you let that part of you go instead of nurturing it, instead of saying, okay, well, wait a minute. Why is it that, I'm being overly sensitive? And, ask that other part of you what it needs. And we need to learn how to do this. And this is something here that you need to learn how to do instead of rejecting those parts of you that you need, right, in order to grow and expand. There's this energy here of reconnecting with the essence of who you are again and your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you forward because at some point in your life, you had to be very realistic, very logical to protect yourself, whether it's in an environment, in a job, in a relationship, in a career, with a family situation, whatever this is. But this is all reminding you to heal those different parts of you that perhaps you felt like, they were bringing you down. Perhaps you felt angry at them, right? And tune into your intuition again in order to find your way forward. Okay. I'm also seeing here with these other energies where a sacrifice that you've been needing to make with regards to moving on and letting something go that is not for you, you're finally getting that enlightenment. You're finally having that breakthrough moment. Okay, you know what? I have to let go of this sorrow. I have to let go of this pain. I have to let go of this relationship that's not working for me. I have to move on from this environment, right? Move on from Who knows? Maybe it's just even an old way of thinking, an old program, right? It could be an environment here, a relationship that you need to move on from, whatever this is, but you're finally making the sacrifice. You're taking the risk. You're like, okay, you know what? This is a risk for me to take, but I've thought about it for far too long. And you're finally you're going to get that eureka moment. I've got it. Now I'm ready for this new chapter of my life, right? I see here that you've been in denial about something. There's some kind of energy where there's still hidden information, and that information is still hidden. It is still hidden. Okay. I see that there's new information about to come in, but you have to wait for that information to come in. There's still some kind of energy where some of you guys have been lying to yourself in order to stay where you don't want to be, or you've been lying to yourself, okay, about not feeling something that you actually do feel, because you've been so much in your masculine energy that you're like, no, I don't feel anything for that person, for that job, for that project, for that passion, whatever anymore, right? And it's like you have to be honest with yourself about the situation, whatever that is. It's going to bring in healing energy. Once you're honest with yourself, you're going to be seeing that you have more than one option in front of you to do things, to heal things, whatever this is. Let's go ahead and get one of these energies to get a deeper clarification. So here you have perception, okay? And so this could be either you towards somebody, somebody here towards you, or you with yourself. You take it as a resonance. It says here, perception. I only was able to see what I wanted to see, right? It's like your conscious mind is talking to your subconscious mind. I am sorry for not seeing your worth. If this is between you and you might have been ignoring a part of you that needed you, right? And so that part of you could have been your feminine side, your more understanding side. When I say feminine side, I don't want you to think that, it's just for females or for males. We all possess both energies. What I mean by that is you had been pushing away being caring with yourself or with others, being understanding with yourself or with others, right? Being compassionate with yourself or with others for fear of being hurt, right? This could have been that part of you that I told you you have been ignoring. I was only able to see what I wanted to see. It's like survival mechanism, right? I am sorry for not seeing your worth. Maybe you need to be apologizing to that part of you that you've been ignoring, that you've been neglecting, right? And find healing. Accept it as a part of you, right? We all have all our vulnerabilities, and it's hard for us to accept them. Sometimes we reject them. We're very aggressive towards them. We push them inside. No, we don't want those vulnerabilities to come up to the surface, but they're a part of us. We need to learn how to accept them as a part of who we are, okay, and grow into a new version of us, but while still, having those parts of us grow along with us. And so this could have been something, or it could be something going on within you. This could also be related to a person here towards you, right? Perception. This person is saying to you, I was only able to see what I wanted to see, and I'm sorry for not seeing your worth. Somebody here is now seeing your worth now that you're finally detaching, reconnecting with yourself again, finding yourself again, and now they're realizing, wow, they didn't appreciate you. Somebody here is realizing that they're not appreciating you. Of course, it could be vice versa. Maybe you feel this way about somebody, and now that you're tuning into yourself, you're like, oh my God, I didn't appreciate that opportunity. I didn't appreciate that person, right? I didn't appreciate that situation, right? It could be you or somebody else around you. You take it as a resonance. It's a general reading. Let's go ahead and let me know in the comments below what this is all about. Okay, how do you perceive this? Let's clarify your current energies. So here you have the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, as well as the Four of Wands reverse, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so, right now I do see that there's that victimhood mentality. Woe is me. Oh, this situation is not happening because of this person, because of that situation, because if only things were different, then I would be happy. If only that was different, then I would be happy. If only I had the money that I want, then I could be happy. If the relationship that I want, then I could be happy, right? Excuses as to why you cannot be happy in this moment. You are keeping yourself stuck in that environment by the way that you think, right? Because it's not about waiting for the perfect results, the perfect timing for you to feel happy, for you to feel worthy enough, for you to put your project ideas out there to put yourself out there. This is all about liberation, right? This woman is surrounded by the answer. That's the irony of it. You're surrounded by the answer. The universe is sending you liberation. But guess what? In this lifetime, we are so free as spirits, as souls, that we can choose our own bondage, right? By the way that we think, right? And you can choose your own liberation just by a switch in thinking, a different perspective. You're like, wow, I'm free. I'm actually liberated, right? It's all in the way that you perceive things, that you perceive your environment, okay? The situation that you're involved in. This woman can easily grab one of these swords of truth because she's been sitting in denial, right? Denial has become her comfort zone, okay? But the universe is like, hey, I'm sending you signs, signals. I'm sending you these swords so that you can grab one of them and liberate yourself. But she's sitting there in denial because there's something that has been accepted as this is okay when it's not, right? And it might be a sacrifice to finally face the truth. It might be a sacrifice to finally grab one of the swords of truth and cut off that blindfold of denial and that rope. But that's what's going to free you. Being honest with yourself about something, right? About a situation, about yourself. Let's go ahead and see what this is all pertaining to. So I do see here that this could be related to either, okay, I'm going to give you different scenarios. For some, it's a third-party situation that you've been ignoring. You've been wanting to put the blindfold on and saying, no, there's no third party. Remember that a third-party situation can be either a lover, a friend. It could be anybody. It could be a third energy, right? Any third energy, any third influence. It could be a family member, a friend, a coworker. It could be your own negative thoughts that are getting in the way, right? That could be the third party energy. Your negative thoughts that are always getting in the way, right? Or somebody else's negative thoughts that are always getting in the way. But this could be related to some kind of a third party situation, okay? For others, you feel breadcrumbed. You've been feeling breadcrumbed. And so the reality is that you need to cut yourself off from an environment, a person, a situation that already has ended, right? The Four of Wands reverse. I see here the Four of Wands reverse. It could be a disconnect. Somebody here who has been breadcrumbing you. Somebody here who has been, not giving you enough. And remember, take it back to you. If somebody has been breadcrumbing you, you can't, for the life of you, always point the finger at them and say, well, you've been breadcrumbing me, right? You're not giving me the attention that I deserve. You have to ask yourself, what is it about your energy that doesn't feel worthy enough to receive more than what this person is giving you? Because we are a reflection of what we attract. I know it's hard to hear, and trust me, I know, I'm human. I know, okay? But this is part of liberation. What is it about you? Do you have self-worth issues, right? How are you playing a role in what's happening in your life right now? What's your part in this, right? Because it's not just about pointing the finger on the outside, victimhood mentality, and saying, well, this is happening because only if this person was different with me, then everything would be perfect. Only if that person was different, in this other situation, then things would be improving, right? No, it's about, what is it about you that needs to change? You need to perhaps maybe believe in yourself again, right? Tap into that energy of you feeling worthy again, okay? Because why is it that you're attracting people who are not appreciating you, who are breadcrumbing you, right? What is it about you? What is it about what you're doing? For others of you guys, if you've been needing financial help or assistance, it's going to come in. You're going to be getting financial help and assistance, just enough to get you out of that energy of needing help. Like, it's going to be that kind of like first step forward, okay? Now, for others of you guys, I do see here that you will be able to celebrate. There will be some kind of energy of celebration. You're going to end up celebrating. But again, you have to be honest with yourself. And the way that you can find freedom and liberation from your current circumstances that you may not be liking is by cutting off that blindfold of denial. No more denial. Denial can serve people, human beings, temporarily as a survival mechanism, right? But at some point, you have to be honest with yourself. Let's see, missing piece. So this could be related to you and another person, or another person towards you. If this is another person towards you, you are their missing piece, and this person is realizing that. You are my missing puzzle piece. We were made for one another. This could be you finally realizing that somebody is your missing piece, right? Or something is your missing piece. You are my missing puzzle piece. We were made for each other. And for another group of you guys, if this is just related to you and you have been ignoring, neglecting that part of you that needs you. It's like you need it, it needs you, right? Like an example that I gave you, maybe you don't like feeling vulnerable. You don't like asking for help. You don't like people to know that you're not okay all the time, right? And that's why you've been in your masculine energy. And so what this is saying is that is the missing piece. You need to bring in that vulnerability, that sensitive part of you, the feminine part of you, right? Of course, it could be the other way around. Maybe you've been ignoring your masculine part of you and you need to bring it in. Whatever part of you it is that you've been ignoring, neglecting, pushing to the side, that is your missing puzzle piece. What you've been trying to push to the side, that part of you, right? And together, you can, you kind of reconnecting with the essence of who you are, you can finally, gain the peace, the fulfillment, find a relationship that you want, create more harmony in all of your relationships, because you're no longer ignoring, neglecting, or pushing to the side those parts of you that you still need. Okay, let me know in the comments below what this is pertaining to, what this is all about. Okay, this could also be, remember, a person here who's sending you that message where they are realizing that you are their missing puzzle piece. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And I have partnered with Psychic Source so that you can receive 10 minutes for only $10 and an additional 3 minutes for free. I'm not the one doing the readings on Psychic Source, but you can choose any psychic of your choice. You can choose to either talk to them online or call them. Make sure to use my special discount code 26489 at checkout. The link to my Psychic Source partnership is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.